Howdy YouTube, this is Steven, and I have returned with another lyrical analysis. This time, I'll be analyzing the song Taking My Money Back by Utada Hikaru. And this song comes from her English language album entitled This Is The One. And this lyrical analysis was requested by YouTube user LV90047 space period. So thanks a lot for the request, LV. This song wasn't a single, but it's an interesting song. And Utada, she's kind of revealing a bit of a more vulnerable side in this song. So let's analyze the lyrics of this song now. Here we go. Boy, you make it hard. You make it hard to leave. Boy, you make it hard. You're no good for me. All right, so right off the bat, right from Jump Street, it sounds like we got some relationship issues. I mean, if you didn't even get it from the title, well, you're getting it now if you didn't get it from the title. So, like, the guy, like, the dude making it hard for her to leave, and she's saying he's no good for her. So we got some issues up in here, it sounds like. Let's see what else Utada talking about here. Every day, every night, you were out with your boys. So every day, every night, every day, every night, he was just out with his boys. So it sounds like he's more interested in hanging out with his friends than hanging out with you, Utada Hikaru. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Because she wants to, like, Utada, she wants to come before his friends, and she should. Like, she's the one who's, like, really, like, they have, like, a romantic relationship, and that's supposed to come before, like, the friendship thing. So, yeah. See, getting high. So it sounds like Homeboy is 420 friendly. Hopefully it's just 420 and not some other stuff up in there. I don't know if Utada Hikaru is 420 friendly. Is she? She might be. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I'll say. If I had to guess, she probably is. But then she's complaining about it in this song, so maybe she's not. Okay, you can't be complaining about it if you down with it, though, Utada. So I'm going to say that you're not down with it. See. Next lyrics. While I worked hard to pay the rent. So he getting high while she working hard to pay the rent. But when the last time Utada really had to work, grind and work hard to pay rent? I know you may live in, like, Manhattan, but you got money. I know you got money, Utada Hikaru. She is, like, can you imagine Utada struggling to pay her rent? Like, I don't buy that. But I kind of get what she's saying. She's probably just saying in, like, a roundabout way, like, she's working hard to provide a great quality of life while he's just going out and getting high. And yeah, I think she has the right to be, pissed off about that. Like, you working hard and someone else, you both in the same situation with each other, and the other person's not working hard. And he has to do, so you expect him to work hard. Like, and that's the expectations that society has for men. All right, next lyrics. My girl said I should lose you, but I stuck with you. You probably should have listened to your friends. But I think ultimately it's one of those things that Utada Hikaru, she has to come to that decision herself. She has to be able to see what her friends are seeing. And right now, or right then anyway, she couldn't see it. It's because you promised to change. So he's feeding her these false promises and things like that, and talking a good game, like, oh baby, I'm gonna change, I won't hurt you anymore. But he's just he knows what she wants to hear. He's giving her that. Let's see. Next lyrics. What I gave you. Well, what I gave, you took. Nothing came in return. So he's just taking, and not giving anything back in return. That doesn't sound like a good relationship, Utada Hikaru. But I kept on giving, baby. She kept giving. I guess because, Utada Hikaru, she just has probably a kind heart and she just wants to help and, take care of her man. But she's not receiving that in return. And that is just like, it's like you want to be there for people, but you want people to be there for you too. Like you don't want to be on the giving end all the time. Let's see. Next lyrics, cause the sex was so good and your talk was so smooth that I guess I brought it, baby. So she has like, see, it sounds like Utada Hikaru, she's like thinking with her panoche instead of thinking with her brainier, or at least her heart, yeah. But it sounds like she kind of got her priorities mixed up a little bit. And you could have still got the sex though, Utada Hikaru. You could have just dumped the dude and then like called him over for booty calls. You could have got rid of the moocher and, still got the, the intercourse. You gotta think about things, Utada. Alright, next lyrics. Now I finally see you using me. I'm taking my money back. So she's taking her money back from him. She's been giving this dude money. Alright, so it sounds like homeboy, he is on the receiving end of Utada's kindness and he's receiving money. So it sounds like he had a good thing here. So he probably should have tried to like, fulfill the promises that he promised to Utada Hikaru. If she giving him money and paying rent and all this stuff, like, you got a good thing. But that was probably the problem though. Too good of a thing. And sometimes when you have it too good, people just start taking you for granted. And I think that's kind of what happened here. But, I'm sure Utada learned a lesson from this. And she can take that lesson into her next relationships, perhaps. Get down on your knees, begging me not to leave. So she wants him to get down on his knees, or either he does get down on his knees and he's begging her not to leave. But she's like, nah, I'm taking my money back. All the way back. Was this a marriage or just a relationship? I don't know who this song was directed at, but if it was a marriage, then I don't think you can take your money back. Now, if it was a relationship, I still don't think you could take your money back, so to speak. Like the gifts you bought and things like that, I think, like, in the court of law, you can't really do that. I don't think so. At least in American law. I don't know how they do it in Japan, but in America, I think they do it like that. Here are the next lyrics. I'm singing, ooh, 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 and ah. So, it sounds like Utada Hikaru ran out of some lyrics at this point, so she just like, all right, let's just throw in something, like, ooh, 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 and ah. Right. So I'm singing, ooh, 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 and ah. You know I really love you, boy. Oh yeah, I think I got it now. It's like, I'm singing, ooh, 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 and ah. You know I really love you, boy. And ooh, 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 and ah. What a waste of a man so fine. Alright, so somewhere up in here, Utada decided to throw in some lyrics. And she's saying that she really loved him. And he knows that he loved her. That's probably why he was doing that, because like, yeah, I can get away with this. And she said, what a waste of a man so fine. The funny thing is, he's probably going to, at one point or another, straighten up his act for some woman. But it's not you, though, Utada Hikaru. For some reason, it's not you. Next lyrics. What about out about all your fooling around? What about out about all your fooling around? So I'm guessing he's out and about, stepping out of the relationship and, committing infidelity. While I had to cry about it. So she has to deal with the pain of having her, boyfriend or husband cheating on her. Let's see. Then you said you're sorry and you love me only. So he's like, I'm sorry, baby. I love you. And, Utada, she's buying that because that's what she wants to hear. And she doesn't want this relationship to end. And she wants his love. She wants that. I should have left you right then, but she didn't. That's the thing. Because she whatever he gave her was just enough to keep her hanging on. But I don't think if you're receiving just enough, then it isn't enough. I know that sounds a little odd, but think about it for a second. If you're receiving just enough, that's just keeping you hanging on. But it's not giving you what you really want, though. You want the ultimate fulfillment of it, not just enough of it. Let's see. Let's see. I already did that part, so I'll skip it. And I already did that part, so I'll skip it. All right, next lyrics. Ooh, 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 and give me back my heart. Give me back my time. Ooh, 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 and what a waste of a woman so fine. So I'm guessing she's referring to herself at this point. So she's telling homeboy to give her back her heart, and give her back her time. Like the time I wasted on you, the love I gave to you, give it back. I want my money back. I want my time back. I want my love back. I want everything back. So she wants it all back. Like, give me everything back. And she says, she's a waste of a woman so fine because she's wasting her time and everything on this dude. So probably other dudes are trying to holler at Utada Hikaru, but she ain't giving them the time of day because she's too, she fooling around with this, crumb bum scrub, and she's, wasting herself. It's a waste. And, again with the ooh, ooh, ooh and the ahs. So I'm guessing Utada, she kind of had a little difficulty of writing these lyrics here. So she had to throw in some, something to keep the song moving until she was able to think of some more lyrics. Let's see. I think those are all the lyrics to the song. The rest just repeats, and it's all like, I'm taking my money back. My money back. Ooh, 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 ah. Give me back my heart, my time. And waste of a woman so fine. That's pretty much it. Okay. So we got some relationship problems, and sound like Utada, she's like a really giving person, but because of that, she was taken advantage of by some dude. And it sounds like she has learned her lesson from that situation, but I have heard through the rumor mill that she's kind of in this situation again. I heard that, like, they said her current husband is like flat broke and living off of her, or unemployed and living off of her, or something like that. I don't know. It's a rumor mill. I'm not really up in Utada Hikaru's business like that, but that's what I heard, like, around on the internet. So perhaps she's learned her lesson. Perhaps maybe not. Maybe. But I think this is an interesting song. I haven't really heard Utada sing like this and about this topic before. And the song kind of has like an R&B pop vibe to it. So I'm like, okay, Utada, she's trying to, incorporate some R&B into her style of music, so that's cool. But then again, hasn't Utada Hikaru always been sort of R&B-ish? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with Utada Hikaru enough to make a claim like that. But I do kind of imagine Utada incorporating R&B into her music. But I'm not sure. Maybe one of you Tater Tots can help me out. But I think I said pretty much all I have to say for the time being. Um, ooh, ooh, ooh. And But, yep, pretty much that's it. Whenever you can't think of anything else to say, just say, ooh, ooh, ooh. And Anytime you're talking with someone, talking on the phone, ordering at a restaurant to eat something, if you can't think of anything to say, you just say, ooh, 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 and you know? But, thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, feel free to give me a thumbs up. The feedback and the support is extremely appreciated. Until the next lyrical analysis, adios and goodbye for now.